has mesh technology. So then, like, you could lead a group of like 15 people or something like that, you know, and it has much better range. Okay, I got speakers on.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, is it working?
Yeah. Oh my God! It's, oh.
Okay, that's really loud.
Oh wow, these are pretty good.
Okay. That sounds very serviceable from
Yeah.
the distance I'm at. Why don't we talk about your lens?
Yes, please. When you were here earlier, you saw my camera equipment set up here.
Yeah, I picked up this lens and you said you got it for like $4 or something?
Yeah, well, it was like 15 or something. Most of my lenses, I use manual focus lenses. My camera brand of choice, Panasonic Lumix, isn't known for having the best autofocus.
Sure.
They're getting better, but I've always wanted a 24 to 70.
Last item for the non-gamer.
I want to get into gaming.
Okay. You know this is like a terrible time to buy a Nintendo Switch, right?
I didn't buy it. Thank you. Very appreciative.
Yeah, you managed to buy the one console that's not powered by AMD semi-custom silicon, but sure, yeah.
They got a shout out. Look at the compact. We could only do that because they're a chip, no?
That is actually
that's
true.
why.
Yeah, really good power efficiency and all that. Yeah, okay, fine, all right. Let's get this Switch set up, and let's see how bad of a gamer he is.
Oh my God.
You'll have to 1v1 me Mario Kart. It comes with Mario Kart?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. It didn't occur to you at any point to upgrade your TV as part of this, did it?
No.
Do you know that you only have 2 HDMI inputs, and you're using both of them? Wait.
Hold on.
Is this running upstairs through the wall to your neighbor?
Yeah.
That's for the cable box.
Yeah, that's how I watch F1.
Moment of truth for the Hecates by Edifier.
What do you think?
For their price, they make noise. They're fine for most people. They're not going to offend anybody.
On most people.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I've already. What? So X is the go. This is the last piece of the upgrade. So you set an alarm, gradually turns on, and it gives like a sound similar to the sound machine I have over there.
Yeah. Cool. Everything's touchable. So if the lights are bothering you, you just go like, oh, I pissed it off.
Broke it already.
I take a phone call. I come back in. Everybody's piled into the bedroom. What is going on here?
I'm very
And we
charming.
thought you left.
I'm very charming.
Okay, get out. I have a good idea. And after a long day of upgrading, you've deserved some rest. Sweet dreams. You've worked really hard today. Thanks for watching this AMD upgrade. If you enjoyed it, why not watch another? He's sleeping.
Okay, so here we have the Dangby D-Box O2, or as some people are calling it, the Mars Pro 2, which is the world's first Google TV 4K laser projector with licensed Netflix. Now, if that sounds familiar, we also had the world's first Google TV 1080p laser projector, which was the Atom. We love that, but this is a true flagship model here, the D-Box O2. Real quickly, before we get into all the features, let's take it out of the box. Very nice designed box, very cool looking projector itself. I really like the style of this. It has a very nice glossy looking finish, which gives us a couple nice pieces of plastic to peel, which is always satisfying. And inside the box, besides the projector, you also have the power supply, of course. You have a pretty basic remote, and then all that's left in the box is the instruction manual and a microfiber cloth to make sure that glossy finish stays clean. In addition to the actual unit itself, Dangby had sent us this fantastic swivel stand. Now, this does not come included with this unit. You have to buy it separately, but I would consider purchasing it because it makes it a very dynamic unit. So this is a metal stand with rubber on the bottom, and it's very easy to install. It just comes in 2 pieces and has its own screws. Pop them all together. It's very easy to connect the actual Mars Pro 2 to the bottom and connect it with that 1/4-inch screw. But once you have it all together, you realize very quickly that it's a very dynamic stand and allows you to project up onto the ceiling or down, left, right. And even with this stand included, it's still very comparable to other projectors while still being brighter. And, you know, we'll get into buying design advice in just a second. Now let's talk about some of the important features of the D-Box O2, which are that this is a 4K resolution up to 200 inches. Now Dangby recommends that you use this anywhere from 80 inches up to 120 inches for max brightness and just sharpness. And I concur with that. We used it on 2 different 120-inch screens in a really bright room and a really dark room, and it looked fantastic in both instances. And the reason for that is because it has advanced laser phosphor display technology. I mean, obviously that's going to look better, right? No, seriously, it means that you're not going to have speckles, you're going to avoid color framing, and the colors are going to look more realistic. It has 2,450 ISO lumens, which is very bright for a projector of this size and for this price point. And after setting this up in the office and spending some time with this unit, it's true, it's very bright, the colors look fantastic. I have yet to see any color framing or speckles. Now to go over a couple of technical specs.
Home. It's comfortable. It's secure. The things you love and cherish are there. It's where you want to be when you need care, support, and assistance. And you deserve that comfort. By supporting pro-home healthcare policies, we can ensure they remain accessible in Connecticut. Thanks to state leaders for improving home healthcare,
I gotta
it's making
eat.
a difference.
And then I gotta go to the
Don't stop
gym.
now. Our state's home healthcare future depends on you.
So, hey, JJ, thank you so much for the 2. Love the glasses, educated Ben, absolutely. So look, I thought, I'm gonna watch it because I can't, I don't want to take your word for it. I should have, because I was gonna do a video, but I thought, do you know what? Let's just bloody do a live so I can talk to you about it, back and forth. Because I didn't want to. Yes, there wasn't a lot, right? There wasn't a hell of a lot to sort of talk about. And there was a lot to be disappointed about. But you got to remember, this is sort of new to me as well, because although I've been interested in UFOs and aliens since I was a kid, it's only been since January this year I'm actually learning about it. So it's sort of all new to me. Hey, Shannon, thank you so much for the membership, mate. Are you close to Langley? Well, I'm going to talk about Langley in a minute. So it's all new to me. So if you've seen these hearings before, and you might have so much more knowledge about this than me, because I only saw a little bit of their last sort of hearing that they did. I think it was I don't know, about 8 months ago, was it? I can't remember. But this was the full one I saw from start to finish, and I was gutted. I've got to be honest with you, I was gutted when I read the comments saying that it was a big nothing burger and all this sort of stuff. So I decided to take some notes when I was watching. All right, my lovely leather Casper site. Look at that. Someone sent me that. How cool is this? I do use it. Look at it, it's got Rambo at the back. This is from a company called Carve On. Carve On. Brilliant. Smells lovely too. So I made some notes. And fucking hell. We'll talk about Mr. Gold in a minute. So look, some of these names, but geez, Louise. Merel Klimzop. Thanks for the 119, mate. And a new membership from Riley and Cameron Mitchell with the 10 smackaroonies. What did the one witness mean by saying the kind of intelligent life we're dealing this may shock us all? Strange things to say. Oh yeah, that was right at the very end, wasn't it? Yeah. The kind of intelligent life we're dealing with. That was Gold. He said that, didn't he? Yeah, was it Gold? I think it was Mr. Gold that said that. The ex-NASA guy. But right, thank you so much for the membership. And Barbara Ann. The Mod Squad. Member for 33 months, mate. Look at you. So, yeah, forgive me if I get some of these names, like, if I don't get these names right, but it is what it is. So, first of all, we went through the witness statements, right? The testimonies. We had Michael Gold, Michael Schellenberger, Luis Elizondo, Tim Gallaudet, Dr. Tim Gallaudet, which was an absolute legend, by the way. And I felt like it was annoying because the passion came out in the whole room right at the very end. It was right at the very end when the passion started to come out. And it was all thanks to Mr. Oggles, who came in late like Superman. Like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Well, we need to find out what's going on here. Like, he was fucking great. But anyway, where do I start? Oh yeah, the biggest red flag, well, the first red flag for me, right, was right at the very beginning, where it was the chairman, Mr. Moskowitz, I think his name's pronounced. He was told that he can't act. And then, you know, he literally said that at the very beginning. Isabella, hello. How the devil are you? And I was like, oh man, oh god, is it going to be like this? Is it really going to be like this? And this is what I mean, like there's this umbrella of
Samson took on the shirt. Were you impressed when you saw him at the press conference?
I felt amazing going to the competition.
How was your health overall?
Never been injured, never have, and never
A
will.
week before the competition, Nick Walker said that he's not going to compete.
I don't compare myself to other people, I compare myself to myself, to my previous self.
It's good to meet you officially, man. I was at the Olympia filming documentary, but I didn't get a chance to really talk to you, man.
No, welcome, bro. How have you been?
Good, man. Good, busy. Congratulations to you on all your success, all your achievements in bodybuilding, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Olympia just finished, right? A week ago.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it, man? Tell me about your experience.
It was okay. Like for me, it's it's a regular pro show. Although with high class competitors, yeah, but no pressure, like nothing.
Really?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. No pressure, huh?
No. Listen, yeah, I tell people, it's this competition in sports, yeah, it's just the same thing like schooling. Get me, yeah? Because in sports, there's training, there's the very day for competition, so you have to train properly so that you know that you have a huge task ahead of you. But it's the same thing in school also. If you go to school, there's a certain date for an examination, so you know you have to read and study before that date comes. And you go in there, you roll your dice, you do your best, and whatever, and when the result comes, you take it, and you're grateful.
Wow, interesting approach. How did you feel? Did you feel confident going into this year's competition?
110%. 110%. I felt amazing going to this competition. Like I felt so amazing because put in the work, and even the day before the competition, the day of the competition, the morning time, even I was like, yeah, let's do this. I was full of confidence. But in a second, like no one is promised tomorrow. In a second, anything can happen. So I think things didn't go the way we actually planned it to, but yeah, it was amazing.
Well, you did great. I mean, 5th place at Olympia, the biggest competition in the world, is.
But second time in a row. I mean, I'm supposed to ascend, but I didn't drop back. I didn't go forward. I think I just room to work harder.
At Amica Insurance, we know this isn't a house. It's more than that. It's the home they grew up in, and the one they come home to.
For the record, your name is Xavier Collins, correct?
Yes.
You have 2 children, James and Presley.
Yes.
When did you last see Cal Bradford alive?
I walked the president to his room when he turned dead in 2204. Yeah, bro. Those things will kill you.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, can you get in line?
When did you discover the body?
I knocked on the door at 801. That's when I found him lying next to his bed.
You were the last person to see Cal alive. Did you kill him?
No.
Major Collins, you're about to be entrusted with top secret national security information. The president has cleared you at the highest level.
You're gonna want to hear this. Xavier, is a part of you happy that Cal is dead?
But I mean, other people also work very hard, So the competition is tremendous. You know what I mean? So you got 5th place 2 years in a row, but the competition is also, it's difficult competition.
Yeah, but I'm not other people. I don't compare myself to other people. I compare myself to myself, to my previous self.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, listen. So we were shooting a documentary there, right? I had a lot of different cameramen backstage. And people were telling me, hey, Andrew Jack, when you took off your shirt backstage, your pump-up room, people were like, wow, this guy is huge. First of all, you're taller than everybody else, right? So your physique was very impressive. So everybody was like, and I heard people talking from different sides of the stage. Well, Andrew Jack, wow, impressive. You know what I mean? So people right away were like, okay, people couldn't wait to see you on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw you actually, I think it was Chris Aceto, you were practicing the posing backstage for a second there. What was, is Chris Aceto your coach, yeah?
Yeah, he's my coach, yeah.
So what was he telling you backstage? What was he telling you to work on some specific poses, or what was he telling you?
No. Just kept the engine like rolling, you know, kept the engine steaming. That's it.
So in the press conference, there was a moment where Samson took off his shirt and he was hitting poses. When you saw his physique, were you impressed when you saw him at the press conference?
Honestly, I wasn't impressed though. I wasn't impressed. I just saw him I saw him for who he is. I saw him like he is, and that's it. But like the surprising thing, no. I'm never surprised at any of my competitors' physique because I do read and study them. So I'm not surprised at anything pulled by them.
It seems like he was pulling the eye. He was like, come on, man, you take a picture. You know, your clothes out for the press conference.
Ocon has taken care of pro-paying customers for 70 years. No one matches our amazing people, experience.
Especially your scared reaction when the alien face that popped up. Keep us posted, brother. Blessings. Ah, thank you, mate. That scared the crap out of me. I don't know why they put that in there. That scared the absolute bejesus out of me. Hey, cheers, buddy. Bredowski, 65 sec, mate. Thank you so much, buddy. Keeping up with the UAP news. Hello from Sweden. Hello, my man. Or woman. Larry Cartwitz, membership for 8 months. Quirtowitz, sorry, Larry Quirtowitz. Yo, Casper Site Verse, much love from New York City, baby, come on! Another membership from Michael Diamond. Thank you so much, my friend. Naughty Bun 84, 14 months. Holy moly. Tets with the 5 smackaroonies. You are some crack. What? John S. Is it Smith? Is it John Smith? With the 10 smackaroonies, mate, from the United States of America. Ben, I'm trying to find out if you've received a package from Texas. Thanks. Love the show. Mate, I've got so much here to open up. It's crazy. More than likely, okay? More than likely. I've got around the world down here. I might open up a couple in a bit. But anyway, let's get back to this and I'll get back to your lovely messages. I did have to snigger as well because when they spoke to Mr. Schellenberger, he mentioned about Aero. Aero claimed that UFO could be some sort of natural phenomena like ball lightning or plasma. And then the best one, CGI, okay, or birds. when they said birds, Luis Elizondo, he just fucking smirked and shook his head. It was like, yeah, birds, really? Oh my god. So I thought that was pretty funny. But the other thing as well, which is again echoes how much there's so much of a cover-up, right? Is there was like Schellenberger put up. It was like a document of some sort. It was like a report of raping or something. And there's 3 explanations of what this thing was on the document, and two of the explanations out of the 3 have these huge fuck-off grade black censorship boxes over the explanations. There in itself, he was like, this is a joke. This is a joke. Like, why? You know? And they started talking about as well, I think I was going to get to it here. Luis Elizondo, he said that there is people that are literally being paid due to incidents they've had with UAPs, right? They've had, I don't know, collisions or some sort of incident with a UAP, and they're being looked after with payment to say, like, sorry, this has happened to me, right? But then on the other hand, they're saying there's nothing out there. So there's nothing out there. Why are you fucking paying this? Why are you paying this guy or woman money because of their like incident they've had with the UAP? Like how much in your face can you say, we know shitloads, mate, but we ain't telling you? It's a bit annoying, do you know what I mean? And I get it. I get why there has to be some sort of, you know, moderation of what we know. I get it. Just tell us a bit more than what we know already, you know? Yeah. It did make me, some of this did make me fucking chuckle, to be fair. Oh, and fucking Mr. Gold. Gold! Oh, it is believed. I don't know whether to love him or hate him. I really don't. Mr. Gold. He was like, so, it's all very exciting up in the sky. What we need to do is this, and there is that. And let's look through the triangle window. What the fuck? Oh man. It seemed like he was just, like he was bigging up NASA so much. He doesn't even work for NASA anymore. He works for Redwire Space. And one of the things he said near the end as well is he says, NASA is so transparent. But the thing that got me about what his testament, right? He was talking about NASA as if they ain't got a fucking clue. He was talking about them like, UFO, really? Well, maybe if we could invest some money into this like software, we could use AI to go through our database and our archives, and we could use AI to maybe pick out some UAP anomalies. I'm like, mate, are you fucking off your head? You don't need to use AI software to look through your archive, your database, to find out some anomalies. You probably see them every fucking day. If there's anybody, if there's anybody that knows about UFOs, UAPs, USOs, it's gonna be NASA, right? You don't have to. I was like, what's he fucking on about? I couldn't believe it. Oh God, what else? I think he said something else. But yeah, he was asked a very good question actually. Why? You know, he's like, why? Why is this such a secret? Why isn't it just not being told? And he says, well, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing. And I understand he's coming from like a scientific approach to things, right? Where most people will look at something and go, damn, that's a UFO. Record it. Let people know. Where he's thinking, you know, is it? What is it? What could it be? Let's look at the science behind it. He did use an analogy. He says, you know, if we wanted to look at a black hole in space, we wouldn't use a camera which is fitted on a fighter pilot's like head cam or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? You use the right equipment. He says we need. I think he just wanted money or something. Like they need investment to invest in the right technology to look at these things and work out what they actually are. Well, you know, thinking about it there now, then just release the footage. If NASA doesn't even know what they are, then just release all the footage and we can make our own assumptions to what they are. You know? I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I really don't know what to make of it. Yeah, there was like I say, there was a couple of instances where I was just like mind blown. Let me just have a little look here in my notes. Yeah, well, I mean, Luis Elizondo is basically saying that he thinks that there is alien tech that many countries have. It's not just the US keeping this secret. It's almost like there's some sort of race as to, like almost like an underground mission, experiment, working on this alien tech to eventually have some sort of like weapon, like, you know, alien armed weaponry, yeah? And it's like a race to who can sort of, I don't know, create create it first or like, use it first. I don't know. But he did say, he said, if this alien tech gets into the wrong hands, he said it could be like the likes of 9/11 could just be minuscule in comparison to what this alien tech could be. I was like, fucking hell, man, that's scary. Because he later on, one thing he said was just blew my.
Banning books is insidiously dangerous. We are really banning our nation's ability to move forward and adapt to changes. Learning America's true history makes our kids better citizens.
The talent was always there, but you never expect those skills in your own backyard. Then they start doing things no one else is. No one else can. They're driven. They're on another level. They're undeniable. And suddenly you realize this local star is now a national player.
Before the actual body of the actual plane starts to sort of break up because it's going so fast, impact and weight, like the force of the air just fucking ripping it to pieces. And he says that there's instances that these UAPs, right? So just remember that. Body 9 Gs, F-16 18 Gs before it explodes. Right? He says there's UAPs that can go 1, 2, or 3,000 G. What the fuck? 3,000 G. And the question, again, like from Mrs. Lunu, L-U-N-U, right? She was asking great questions. The reason why she mentioned that, or it sort of went on to that, is because she says, I've got notes here that potentially these UAPs could be controlled by mind. They could be like organic. They could be like bio UAP, like biotechnology. She says basically, is there a possibility that these things could be in some way mind controlled? And Luis Elizondo said yes, there is a theory that these could have some sort of connection with mind control, purely because in some cases these things can predict maneuvers from pilots. What? This is what I'm saying. I was like, what? These things can predict what you're going to do. I was blown away when I read that. Just for me. What's up, mate? Telekinesis? Telekinesis is moving something with you. Yeah. Telekinesis. All these UAPs have their own thing. It'd be like their own mind, but connecting with the pilot. Right? So knowing what the pilot's going to do before the pilot even fucking knows it. That's crazy. It's like bloody Elon Musk's chip that he's putting into people's heads. There's a gamer that's done it. I think the very first person that got it done was this, like, it so happens that he's a gamer, right? And he was saying that he's like in God mode, where he can control the game before he's even thought about doing it. Like a complete flow state. Mad. So what else did I get there? I did have to laugh when Mr. Gold said NASA is so transparent. Like, he put emphasis on that. NASA is so transparent. Really? Really? But there wasn't. You're right. There wasn't a lot of information that we didn't really, we didn't know already. Like I say, it was getting quite sort of like good when Mr. Ogles burst in, kicked the door down, ramboed it, and basically said, "We need to find out what the hell is going on here, and if there's any information that is being withheld, that there should be massive consequences to that." I was like, "Fuck yeah, man!" And that's when he got a round of applause for that, just that statement alone. And then right at the very end as well, who is it now? Dr. Gallaudet. He also started getting a little bit passionate, because a chairman said, are these a threat? And he says, yes, we're not talking about this enough, this whole entire process. These things are a massive threat, when you've got dozens of UAP flapping around in airspace and in the water, and you've got pilots trying to navigate through these things. This is like a scene from bloody Star Wars, But they were talking about this as if this has been going on for fucking ages, years and years and years. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad I watched it. I don't think there was a lot of information there. I am a bit gutted. I got to be honest with you, I didn't know what to expect from it. They're also talking about Langley Air Force Base as well. And I didn't realise that these things, they kept on calling it drones. They kept on referring to these things as drones, but, this Langley Air Force Base, these, swarm of drones or UAPs were over there for 2 weeks, right? And I didn't realise the extent of what was actually going on, because I knew that there was a swarm of what I saw on the internet, drones, people were saying drones, which I just automatically just figure it's UAPs. But apparently they said that these things went 100 miles per hour, which is nothing in comparison to those other ones that can pull 3,000 Gs, right? But they were going 100 miles per hour, and these things were 20 foot. So you can't call, when does a drone not become a drone anymore? I understand the technical terms of a drone, right? You can control a drone no matter what size from wherever. But 20 foot, multiple 20 foot drones over Langley Airport, right? Air Force Airport, over the space of 2 weeks. Now they've got these EMP type things, yeah, drone. There must be some sort of defense mechanism that can pulse out some sort of pulse, I suppose, to bring down drones. You're telling me that they didn't try that in the space of 2 weeks? They must have. They must have done something to do it. They probably just thought, we give up. We're just going to have to let them fucking do their thing. I just thought, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I say, I didn't know what to expect from it, because it was one of the first ones I've ever seen, right? But I thought, it just annoyed me. They were like, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that. That can't be in this room. That has to be somewhere else. We can't talk about that. And I sort of get it. I get that you can't talk about it because you've signed certain agreements, certain clauses, certain documents that suggest that you can and can't say certain things. But it was annoying. It was really, I thought at the beginning of the whole hearing, this is going to be the whole lot. This is what people were complaining about on the internet, Ben, what do you think about the moon theories? What do you mean about the moon theories? Are you talking about how it could potentially be metal? or it's man-made. Is that what you're talking about? I think it's an interesting concept, but I don't believe that the moon is metal. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's going a little bit far-fetched. See, the thing is with these conspiracy theories, I believe a lot of conspiracy theories because I do believe that these conspiracy theories, they come from somewhere, right? And a lot of the time the conspiracy theories end up being true, yeah? But I think sometimes these things are sort of made up to reinforce somebody's agenda, It sort of spirals out of control. But yeah, because they're saying because apparently the moon is rusting as well, right? That's when the chemical reacts to a certain chemical that makes it go orange. And I don't know. I think it's a little bit far-fetched. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I think let's just concentrate on Earth a minute. And the Earth is not flat, by the way.
Sherry rice and sauce gardens. Smell some rice. What kind of fire the two guys with food names ended up in the NFL?
Probably just a coincidence.
Oh, like we only made it to the burger because sauce and rice are doing the same thing.
Get deals on saucy wings, rice, and more. Only on Uber Eats.
So, what are you gonna ask the wizard for, Pixel? Well, I'm not sure he's such a... Oh, I want him to give me all the magical AI stuff he's given me. But the wizard didn't give me like how you come with Gemini Live to have free-flowing conversations about almost anything. I didn't get that from the wizard or Pixel Studio. The wizard is low, and I'm on Circle to search. iPhone, just imagine if you and I both had your magical AI. Just you and I, just you and I, just you and I, defying gravity. With you and I, defying gravity. Hold on, I'm gonna option out. They'll never bring us down. Oh, hi.
Waking up early is hard. Going back to sleep is not hard, but waking up early is hard. This hard thing is a choice. I choose to wake up early and go run. Life is made up of hard things. And most of those hard things are things you have to do. You gotta go to school, you gotta work, you gotta pay taxes, you gotta follow the rules. Then those are hard things. Isaac Newton's third law states that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Here you have life. This is the start, this is the end, this is your path. Down here are hard things. And while most hard things are unavoidable, there's another category of hard things, and those are the hard things we choose to do.
Halloween, 4 days till race day, we're getting our bibs. Oscar, what's your goal time? 3:30.
Yeah. Now, Newton wasn't just talking about his apple. In most all of life, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. When you work, you get paid. You go to school, you get smarter.
Thank you.
Pay your bills, you don't go to jail.
Thank you. Roberto, how you feeling?
But these kinds of hard things, they make you feel good, you're healthier, you enjoy doing them. But this, it's a little harder to define.
How are you feeling about me, Roberto? Super confident.
And what makes this particular hard thing such a hard thing is that I have a very specific goal. I tried to break 3 hours on this course 8 times.
This right here, this is where I failed. This is where the race defeats me. That's where I failed.
The New York City Marathon is my favorite thing. Marathon Day is my favorite day of the year, every year.
Look at this. Look at this. Wait, and eat there.
But I've still never broken 3 hours. And that's what I want. That's what makes this hard thing such a hard thing.
Good morning, Roberto! Roberto, do you mind if I call you Bobby?
This takes time off your sub-3 attempt, and sure, you can even go down to bow. Yeah, whatever.
These are the new Brooks Glycerin Max. Elevate your running journey as you land with maximum softness and spring forward with ultimate ease. There are 2 ways of looking at this sponsorship. One is that I got like an influencer brand deal with my favorite sneaker company. Great. Or 2, now that I'm being paid by a sneaker company, I am technically a professional athlete. A lot of people ask me what running shoes they should get. I don't know, you should get whatever works best for you. What works best for me has always been Brooks. Brooks. These are the ones I'm gonna run the marathon in. Brooks. I do genuinely love this sneaker. This might be like one of the only running shoes that I actually wear all day, every day. It's a great shoe. These ones are all dirty, but it's a great shoe. "5:05 a.m. It's race day. Gotta take an Uber from downtown to the bus in Midtown. Nervous? Nah, I'm good. Not nervous.
I am Vishnu, the most beautiful man in the universe.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, thank you very much.
Good morning, welcome to the Marathon.
I'm gonna leave the phone behind and record on these glasses here. Time to go. You ready?
I'm not going to the gym. I want to be right here. Today's rest day. Well, I did some working out outside. I didn't let you know. I was doing some working out outside. I might have to go for a walk later though. But I'll come back and we'll party on later. Trust me.
It's a Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And don't wait to pick up holiday inflatables under $20. Don't wait to save, in-store or online now, because Lowe's knows deals. About 11/6 to 12/4 can now be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items while supplies last.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts. A new way to keep your teen safer as they grow. Like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
Alright, sweetie pie buckle. Oh, good job.
Or ring the bell on their bike.
Okay, kid. Give it a try. Nice.
Or remember their elbow pads.
These two, okay? Yep. There you go.
New Instagram teen accounts. Automatic protections where you can contact your teen and the contacts they can see.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You got a cook everywhere.
What? I don't like my push forward. Well, you know, I grow it up. I said like stop.
a lot. That's why hits like the Z. Everyone's gonna say like Nissan Z. Another reason why I wouldn't want to get the car in the options. There's no options. Yeah, really. Nothing available. This car is a lot. Wide body kits. Yeah. It goes. Wow. That's it. Rear wheel drive, front wheel drive?
Rear wheel drive.
See? You can get rear wheel drive. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
315 in the back.
No way.
This has 315.
I don't know. You guys let me know. I don't know if there is a better option for like a fun daily driver. I don't know. Oh my god. That was money. That was money.
That was with traction mode, like everything on. It'll let you do like a little bit.
I like it.
And it's got the BMW.
Sick.
It's got the BMW half traction off thing. We'll do a little bit more, but it'll let you. It's never let you like spin out.
That was full traction right there.
That was full
Dude,
traction.
I like that. It lets you have fun, but you won't die.
Yeah. You won't die.
Mustang boys out there, you won't wrap this around a tree or hit your children. No. Oh, you're right. The knob. Oh my gosh. All that is BMW. I never even. Oh my god.
This is BMW too. Without this is the same as a 3 or 4 seater.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's crazy.
Fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. Carbon hazard. Heck yeah. It's okay. We'll cut that out. Before we get out though, like you said, I thought he bought subs, guys. It comes with these speakers in here. That is wild. Like that's what I miss about the R8 from the Huracan. The Huracan has a horrible sound system. The R8 had a bumping sound system, and your trunk space is nuts. There's a lot of room back there. Yeah. That's really big. Let me know, man. What do you think would be a great other daily drivable car? I don't know if I could beat this for the price too. Don't give me cars that are like 80, 90 grand. Like I'm trying to keep it down. Like it's remember it's a daily kids in the car, have fun type vehicles. Don't send me like these cars are like 90 G's when I do that. 60 and lower. Even 60 is high for me. So I'm not trying to break the bank with this, but let me know what you guys think. Like what other cars are comparable to the Supra. Selling me this car right now. Wow. I'm an automatic mode, everybody. So naturally it's downshifting to give me freaking pops and bangs.
Everything's cheaper than
There's Eric in his new car. Alright, we're gonna turn around and go catch him. That's hilarious. So satisfying hearing this shit. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Look all the kids outside here like, yay! Dude. Sorry, whoever commented on my last video about getting too old, you're never too old for that. Never too old for that. That is freaking sick. Shifters are like so satisfying. Right, listen to that.
Hey everybody, this is Supercar Ron. I am in New York with Monticello Motor Club, and I am about to unveil my brand new hypercar.
Brand.
Uh-oh. Our 9800 X3D is now burning up? One Redditor user says yes.
What's up, Dream Media family? This is...
For the record, your name is Xavier Collins, correct?
What's up, Dream Media family? This is Zach and Chase out here in Colorado. And today we have another amazing video for you guys. We're going to be unboxing RVH's brand new dual 12-inch on-wall subwoofers. I can't wait to get into it after the intro. Let's go!
Welcome back, Dream Media family. So in today's video, we're going to do a quick unboxing on the brand new SW1212 on-wall subs. We're going to be installing them in a detailed video where we put them up underneath the window ledges here, bolted to the wall in this full-blown, what will end up being a, what is that? We got heights, we got surround rears. That would be a 9.technically 4 system is what we're going to be putting in. And the reason that we're doing that configuration is because of the length and depth of this space. This is a really long room. So we have 6 architectural in-ceiling speakers that feature the same AMT tweeters that you can see on the 8400 soundbar right there, which is actually a dedicated left, right, and center channel. I'd like to introduce Chase Williams, who's our regional sales manager. We're taking things to the next level out here in Colorado. You want to give them a little insight into what they can expect in this territory?
Yeah, we'll be handling all needs AV, whether that's a simple TV install to a full custom home with fully spec'd lights, smart shades, movie theaters, automated scheduling, security cameras, population to your phone, centralizing your smart apps. You know, there's a lot of people that they have one app for Ring doorbell. You got one app to control their Apple TV.
I did. Yeah, before we did my house, I literally had 20 apps because I have 20 different manufacturers throughout the home that I love and wanted to use those particular manufacturers for their products, but having 20 apps is too hard to manage, and my wife hated it. So now, with the system, all 20 different manufacturers are under one easy-to-use platform.
Yeah, and we specialize in most of the major control platforms, whether that's URC, Josh AI, Control4. No project is really out of our realm here, and you can make your home as custom as you want, premium scheduling as you like, whether you need a dinner time scene that ages the kids in their bedroom, tells them to come down for dinner, dims your lights real nice, and then puts background music. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Yep.
And they're super customizable in that luxury control market.
And that's the key, guys. We're wanting to take it to the next level with those automated scenes. One that I already have set up that I'm utilizing every morning, which is great, is I have shades on this side of the house because it's a new construction home, and literally we're staring into the windows of our neighbors. So every night at 7 o'clock they come down so that we're not staring at them, they're not staring into us. And then every morning at 6:45, the shades come up and my lighting comes to a preset so that I can come down and have my coffee and my green juice and get my day going, and then the music comes on with Sonos at a very low level evenly throughout this entire space.
Yeah, and that's the magic. Yeah. Zach's kid comes down, his wife comes down, the music won't start. That is tied to Zach's user profile on his phone when it's geolocated in his house. So we can get as small or as wide as you want.
Pretty cool stuff, guys.
Customization. Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that insight into what we're doing up here in the Rocky Mountains. We do have plans to expand nationally, one city at a time. It will be a slow process, and I appreciate everybody's support thus far. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull this speaker up on the dining table, this behemoth of a speaker, and get it unboxed. Let's go, guys.
Sustain presents Multi-Symptom Dry Eye Relief, starring Irene, the irritated one. Sustain Complete, her solution. Its unique formula gives 8 hours of multi-symptom relief. Open your eyes to lasting relief.
So Energy North started in 1981, and in 2015, Energy North acquired Hafner's, which brought Energy North into the heating oil, propane, as well as the car wash business. M&T is an industry expert in the convenience and gas station business, which is rare for bankers to be that knowledgeable in our industry. We wouldn't be able to be where we are today and continue the growth trajectory that we're on today if we didn't have M&T as our partner. M&T Bank has the knowledge and insight into our industry like no other bank does.
products are serious, high output, high performance audio. We have these products, not this exact one, but they have a wide, diverse lineup at RVH. And all right, guys, before we open this up, I just want to talk about RVH a little bit. What? Actually, Chase, maybe you can talk about RVH a little bit. You just exhibited with them at the M-Wave show.
Yeah. So these guys, their factories in Utah. All the speakers are handmade here in America. American sourced product. These are all their designs in-house. What we're unboxing today is an on-wall series sub. So maybe the in-walls don't work with you, but you don't want a four-standing tower taking up what, probably, those PV12s are probably like a 4 by 3 foot quad almost.
It's an end table. Yeah, it's like the size of this chair.
Yeah.
Which is what I was about to do over here, but then I talked to the Wiz.
Yeah. So this is going to get us a fully enclosed speaker, not backfiring any sound into the wall. Enclosed space that's low profile, mounted right to our wall, still in the room.
Yep.
Not taking up a massive floor plot in the room. And these guys are high output. Yes. High output speakers.
Tight too, because they're sealed.
Yeah, very clean sound in, and they take a lot of abuse. So if you're a bass head, you like setting your system, RVH is the way to go.
Yeah, I think this will become quickly. I don't even know if it's actually active on our site yet. It's a brand new SKU, but I feel like this will quickly become our #1 best-selling product with the introduction of the Trinnov waveforming. Because with the Trinnov waveforming, you need subs front and back, and you need to figure out how to incorporate those into the room. In many cases, like Jay said, you can't do an in-wall because it's an existing home. Maybe you got plumbing lines back there, maybe you got, who knows, really, it's just,
you don't want to frame out.
You don't want to even have to think about it. I mean, you could quickly bolt these to your front wall, back wall, do a little baffle wall, mount the screen, done. I mean, very, very, I feel, diverse product that can be utilized in a bunch of different applications. In today's video, we're just going to be doing 2 of them. I think down the road, I would love to get maybe.
Oh my god, I missed so much. My bad.
The last factor is going to be a whole different story. But this is going to be a massive upgrade for our
I was wondering
space.
why is the comments not working or not scrolling?
Right here, or I typically have my stretching mat set up right there because I did sport bike freestyle as a kid and I'm all kinds of messed up, got metal in my body, so I'm constantly doing the grounding, stretching, doing my PT every morning and night, and I just want this room to kick butt. So today we're going to be unboxing this bad boy. RVH does make, we're quoting in $500,000 theaters with RVH now. I mean, it is, like, if you want 120 dB with no roll-off, 125 dB, these guys do it. Yeah. I mean, it's a really high output with these AMT tweeters and crystal clear. Like, in many cases, when you turn up a high-end system and you get up to that 120, 130 dB, it just starts distorting. And it almost hurts. It's like painful for your ears. And South RVH, they play loud and strong. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. I'm gonna cut my side open, and then you'll just pull the box, and it should slide right out.
I actually didn't know much about this stuff.
Well, you can't, man. I just wanted you to talk about their subs in general and the performance of their product because I don't even know. I mean, nobody has ever had this product before. This is a new product.
Oh, that's sick.
But I think because of the form factor and the Trinnov waveforming, it'll be.
Yeah, this box is like barely 9 inches wide as shipping. Yeah. Good. Go ahead. Oh. Okay, go. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Has a bass. Okay. Definitely don't want to unbox this by yourself. Yep. This is a monster. But still fairly small form factor. I mean, look at how thin it is. I want to say 6 inches. 5.5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll be really interested to see the aesthetic. I mean, obviously, you know, I love high performance audio, but trying to keep it reasonably aesthetically pleasing in this room at the same time. All right, guys, get ready for the reveal. Oh, and that's 5.5 inches with the grill, too. Has a nice little magnetic grill. You know, it's 6 inches with the grill, so 1/2 inch for the grill. Got it. All right, peel that grill off, fist. Oh, man. Look at those radiators. Beautiful speaker. Yeah, and if you guys aren't familiar with Audioholics, go over and check out Gene's channel. He has an incredible love for RVH, and he always is putting science behind his reviews whenever he's checking out product, and he just truly believes and is passionate about the quality of build and design with these RVH speakers. These guys really just care. Small group of guys doing incredible work. And you can get these cabinets in any color. I just love how customizable everything is with RVH.
Looking for a board for my daughter.
Amex founded Small Business Saturday to help communities like yours thrive. Shop small on November 30th. Deadpool and Wolverine.
What you thinking about?
Get off of me. Almost done.
Almost done what?
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? She's coming with us.
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
But it was actually our own deterrent. So I switched to Thai frame down.
All right, True Media family. We're gonna pull this first sub off the table, and we're gonna bring up the next one for the unboxing here. All right, and here comes sub number 2.
Oh.
All right, guys, let's open up sub number 2. It's the same subwoofer, just we're doing dual in this room. All right, we got our mounting brackets here. Check it out, guys. Very simple design. Allows us multiple different mounting locations. I really like that, how we have flexibility. Most homes are going to be sitting it on 16-inch centers, some 24-inch centers, but this gives us flexibility to really ensure that we're hitting the wood. And we're going to get into that in our full-blown installation video, but when you guys are mounting these puppies, don't use drywall anchors. I mean, you can use drywall anchors in addition to bolting into the wood, but 100% recommend hitting at least 2 studs because these things got some weight to it.
Wow, those are so thin.
Check out these terminals, guys. I mean, this is a testament to the quality of the build with RVH. Really, really nice terminals. Got our mounting mounting rail right there. So this is going to be the top, and this will actually just hang on, kind of like a pitcher mounted to the wall.
I want to get them. They're nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, all of you wonderful people out there in the crowd, we are back. And today I promise we are back with a bang here in the arena for several reasons. First of all, my boy is back on the mic, my better half, you guys know it. Fabs is gonna guide every single one out there through today's event. And Fabs, I think I can say that today's lineup is a special one. Do you agree with me?
A lot of requested sets we've had here, a lot of familiar faces, and of course the lineup and the rankings are developing each day even more and more. So that's awesome.
That is actually a great point, Fabs. I mean, time flies. Fabs, doesn't it feel like yesterday that we hosted our season finale, right? Season 7 finale, we said goodbye to another season, and here we are already in week number 4 once again. It is literally crazy how quick time flies sometimes, but of course we love to spend it with you guys out there, so thank you so much for being here. Let's reveal today's lineup to the community and then talk about these sets in detail, because there is one particular showdown the YouTube site is waiting for a long time. And the fun fact is that once again Rother is involved, Fabs. Last time we posted the set Rother versus Omega K, and do you know what the YouTube site said about this set? They said, okay, super fun to watch, but what we want to see is the rematch.
We want the other Shao. We want the other Shao player.
Versus Soset. And when I saw that exactly this match got generated today by our bot, for everyone who's not aware, we have an algorithm in the arena which randomizes the matchmaking, which keeps it fair for the players, so we cannot really interact with the showdowns itself. But when I saw that Rother versus Soset popped up, I was like, okay, Fabs, we gotta host this one on stream, on the big stage, for the YouTube community, and of course for our beautiful Twitch audience. This is the card. We start with Gary versus Magic T. Two OG MK11 players. We know that Gary is a very versatile player with a lot of different main characters. Surprised us a lot of times, Fabs, when we said, you know what, he's gonna bring Reiko, but then brought something completely different, like Lime. In the meantime, Magic T, I'm pretty sure the boy is bringing that Takeda.
Takeda is here. 100% Takeda, yes. And that's second set of debut, because I've never seen UFO here before. Yeah.
UFO for the first time in the arena, and I want to give a big shout out to UFO because this man actually added me on WB before the stream even started.
Wow.
He said, I'm gonna be there. I got the confirmation. Hopefully, no downtime versus our crunchy main rumor from Germany. Rother versus Soset, we already talked about it. My boy Stormbreaker is gonna meet Omega K. I know that Stormbreaker is a little bit afraid, and I can understand why. But then last but not least, Fabs, Kelso actually sent me a message. And he said, Vince, today I'm going to surprise the arena again. And he didn't say more than this. So Fabs, I'm sitting here seeing this matchup, Kelso versus Bounty, and I'm very excited for this one.
Gonna be sweaty. We know Bounty still plays on Natara. Really strong player. And yeah, Kelso's a very creative player as well. I mean, he's known for playing these weird Darius teams and stuff like that. So he will bring something like that for us today.
Fabs, you see it here in the little replay screen already. The players are in the lobby. So everyone out there in the crowd, welcome to the arena. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And of course, thank you for the support as always. Fabs, the community did it again. We're on a freaking hype train before the first set even starts. I don't know how we deserve you guys, but hopefully you know that we appreciate every single one of you. Takeda versus Reiko is the matchup. Fabs, what do you think about this matchup in particular?
Oh, I mean, we know that Takeda recently has been outfacing everybody in this cast, especially Takeda Jack, Takeda Sector as well. But Reiko does have a fireball projectile that just covers the entire screen, so it's going to be hard to play footsies against him.
Okay, let's see how this one turns out. Magic T starts swinging, but of course Reiko has a lot of solid buttons, especially for clean whip punish.
Yeah, clean whip punish, and then Tremor also occupies a lot of space there. stuff. Silly good stuff.
But how is it possible that this community is celebrating a party every single day? Ball German, Fimo, Ayo, Mr. Black. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much.
Ooh. Just like that. Six right. That's to see it. Gets it down. Oh, interrupts. Immediately wake up reaction there from Gary. Now wasting time. Doesn't spend meter there on the slide. And one more hit and gets the chip out with the star. He's playing really good so far. Missed a few confirms here and there, but you know what? It's first time of the day. First set. We're all running up.
We're literally just getting started. But I think Gary is a player, and I'm pretty sure who's flying under the radar.
Yeah,
very,
he
very
really is.
solid. And look at this reaction time. Young man Gary here, ready to strike.
Hold on, let's go. Kunai exploded. Doesn't get the last part of the combo, which is put Kunai on the ground before he gets Yoki. But you know what? Gary's highly thankful for that. Ooh. A lot of hits not being confirmed or like a drop.
Oh, that was an interesting sequence. Yeah, I got interrupted on the second hit actually. But again, here comes Gary Chat. And how much damage can he squeeze out? Magic Team now has access to Breaker, but doesn't have the HP left fast.
Ow.
Oh, and wait a minute. Let me show you the chat prediction on this one. 82%
no way.
Magic Team. So many scared faces in the chat. Guys, Gary is here to win.
Don't sleep on the boy Gary, man. This guy, he plays a lot of characters, but his Reiko is like on fire, man. Really, really good stuff.
I love to see some good Reiko gameplay. Honestly, fans, a character we don't really see that much anymore as well. Just like so many others, like Johnny Cage. These characters really become very rare to see in a competitive environment, at least here in our events.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen I think Reiko's more popular in NA for sure. But don't get sick, this character strong as hell. I mean, oh my god, the amount of mileage Gary's getting from that walk back three with Reiko is really insane. A lot of hits coming from that. Big hit.
No Magic Team say, you know what, let me answer back real quick.
Oh, Rodney, just like that. That jails. Gotta respect it. Already half health going for Magic Team.
Sorry for interrupting you here, but I'm getting emotional. First time message from Famous in the chat saying, haven't been able to catch a live in months, but I'm part of the YouTube family and I never miss an upload. Love you, Ribs, and glad you are better and back on the mic. Famous, thank you so much for putting a smile on my face with that beautiful message. I appreciate you. We appreciate every single one on the YouTube side. Never forget, if you want to say hello live, 1 p.m. Eastern, every single day, Fabs and I, we are here waiting for you.
Everybody say hi, type your big message. We will read it. I feel like we never miss the first time chatting. You know? Every time someone sends a big paragraph as their first time chat, we are there reading that and very supportive of it as well. There's locks there. Oh no. You guess that is Breaker? Let's see.
Once again, Gary firing on all cylinders. Even though generally speaking, Magic T has the round and the life lead. He finds another combo. Gary blocking with his face. There's the Breaker, but now no more resources available.
Oh, looking for the shimmy. Does have a grab. Oh, no, not anymore though. Whoa combo and finds him in. Good stuff there from Magic T. Ooh, back to him with the Brutal. Playing really solid now.
Okay, that is a statement I like from Magic T. Everything tied up, Fabs. And I gotta say, in all the overall skill level here in our arena events, it is very, very high. Even though, of course, the events are open to everyone, literally every single skill level. But of course, the majority of people, they are here to sweat Fabs, and they are very, very solid at doing so. By the way, guys, who's excited for gameplay reveal, Ghostface tomorrow? Fabs and I, we of course gonna restream this bad boy with the community.
Here I am shopping for some of my favorite Thanksgiving wines. I've picked out 2 Pinot Noirs, which pair so perfectly with turkey, a Sauvignon Blanc because it's always a crowd pleaser, and one of my favorite new Proseccos from my friend Francesco. The best part is that these wines, plus a ton more, are on sale now.
Meet Native, long-lasting moisturizing lotion that's dermatologist tested on sensitive skin.
The right partner can turn every challenge into mission accomplished.
Living with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis often means spending hours at an infusion center. Envision being able to self-inject your treatment at home. With Zinfentra, your infliximab maintenance treatment can be managed in the comfort of your own home. This is a shift that can make a difference.
Zinfentra is the only self-injectable infliximab maintenance treatment for adults with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. Zinfentra can lower your ability to fight infections, serious infections, cancers, blood, liver, and nervous system issues, severe allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Ask your doctor if Zinfentra is right for you.
Let's see. It's not. I mean, it's more than just that. It's gonna be trailer and then a combat cast about him. So it's really, really cool. I want to see how if they keep up the tradition of broken DLC characters.
I'm very, very hyped about this. I think, you know, we need something fresh here for the game. A lot of people are waiting for it. And for everyone who's wondering about the time, it is the same time we go live every single day. Like, combat casts at the arena always start at the same time.
Hold the Baraka piece here from Gary as well. There. I mean, the thing is, now you have to play quickies with Majesty, and Takeda has a lot of range that cannot go, like, always goes check.
Oh, yeah. The download all of a sudden. He plays with so much confidence, fans. Whip flash, on point. Execution, on point. Strike throw, on point.
7, he immediately challenges that. I mean, yeah, just a way for Gary to like jail himself is by putting himself -7 on these situations where jabs really don't let you move on the screen.
Because I have the feeling the audience might be more excited about possible Homelander nerfs than Ghostface itself.
Yeah, man, everyone wants to be Homelander. But the thing is, like, if I speak my thoughts on the situation, people won't like it. But the thing is, like, he does deserve nerfs, but people want to kill the character. That's the thing, that's different. Like, from a marketing perspective, they don't want to kill characters they spent time into making, you know? They're not going to kill him.
It is a solid point. But right now,
Edward
and Sleepy Gary strikes back, but the boys on life support. Interesting interaction, both of them. Whiffing, down to get out of my face. This is a no-fly zone. And of course, our one-man hype train in the chat, Robocop, with the gifted sub to BBG in the chat. Thank you so much, Robo, for everything you do for us on a daily basis. Let me take a look at the final chat prediction. 80% on Magic T, and right now the boy is delivering. And Fabs, after we showed the chat prediction, I think Magic T realized that so many people bet points on him. He's like, okay, I gotta sweat, I gotta make the people proud.
There's a house on my name right now. I don't want any people to lose it. I see Gary has another.
Is he potentially bringing that Lee May as a last resort? Perky in the chat is saying, I think, Perky, your question basically answers itself when you read it through NRS standpoint. Saying, why nerf one character when you can buff all the others? Because it's easier. That's the answer. It costs less money.
I mean, when we buffed a few characters, look what happened to Havoc. Look what happened to
I never get why people don't understand that. Why don't they do it? Because it's less
work. It makes
work.
more problems. It just creates more problems if you buff more characters, and of course, yeah, it will put more work into them to make sure that the buffs are not extreme. You know?
Christmas tree starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in store or online. Because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Introducing Instagram teen accounts. A new way to keep your teen safer as they grow. Like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
Alright, sweetie pie, buckle. Good job.
Or ring the bell on their bike.
Okay, kid. Give it a try. Nice.
Or remember their elbow pads.
These two, right? Yep. There you go.
New Instagram teen accounts. Automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the contents they can see.
So yeah, there was a ton of Ghostface stuff that dropped. Want to check it out? He seemed relatively interesting gameplay-wise. We definitely have an alternative Smoke on our hands here. But you know, fun gimmicks. Here's the trailer. Hold on a second. I'm expecting crazy, kooky gameplay stuff. I really am. Cool windscreen. Kind of dry. Kind of a dry intro. Yeah, him and his like voice recorder is pretty funny. Terrordrome 2024. Cool. Oh my god. And it leads into like a command grab, or maybe a low hit for command grab? I really dig that launcher. Jesus, yeah, these are some cool combo enders. Wow, he was calling somebody? Oh, shit! These have to be references. I only saw the first Scream movie, right? Drew Barrymore type shit. Bro, what? Wow, that run was really slow. It was a very slow run. Oh, he's succeeding really hard. Oh no. These combos are sick looking though. I like it that he literally calls him up on an old ass phone. What in the shit? Scream Guy Blanca Ball? Wow. What is this, back 222? That's cheap. That is, okay. That's cheap. He grabs you from behind some Jason shit. Ow! Oh god! Oh no! Oh!
What? Oh, come on! This is bullshit. He's a dude with a knife.
Wow, that's actually a really amazing fatality. I wonder if it's always Johnny. A condor? The hell was that? It's not a condor. Alright, I gotta give it up. There's some shit in there that looks really cool. The vulture, Jesus, my brain. The fatality was
Picture clarity off, focal length on high, no contrast enhancer, HDR static. 1-2 is most accurate color. Everything else is default, 0-0. Color booster is off. This is what we're going to play with later, as you'll see, if necessary. Now, these TVs are not calibrated, neither Sony nor the Samsung. I do have the reference monitor here, so we'll use that later so you guys can see how close they are to reference, but they're actually pretty close. Now, in this scene, maybe not. It feels like one is slightly more bluish than the other. I think the Sony may have, or the Samsung may be a little desaturated there, but we'll have some content from that. You guys will see better. Okay, let me turn up exposure. Oh yeah, that's great.
Boat, and I was trying to prove that you can fish off of a rib boat. and you can do a lot. You can do a lot of damage when it comes to fishing nets. So that's what I did. And it's just one of those series that I want to kind of bring back a little bit. I still have the Grandpa boat. I know a lot of people are asking about the Grandpa boat. I haven't even gotten to it. And in between everything else, I don't see myself getting into it like at least until maybe March of next year, because that's when I would probably use it, right? The boat ramps are kind of slow. Like a lot of the content that you're seeing is kind of like stuff that I've either been filmed from before. I was there recently, and there was a couple accidents there, but it's just really slow right now. It is polished. Yes, David, I did polish the both tunes. I actually polished both of them. It was a bitch too. Oof, I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. Scooter crew. Oh, and I was looking at some of my messages. Some people were like, dude, I missed that you were doing walking tours. And I was like, team, like there was a lot of things that we did, but what happens is every time I veer away, like the channel has been so dependent on Chit Show that whenever I do anything that's not Chit Show related, YouTube puts the hammer on me. Boom. And then you guys never get any recommendations. Some of you guys are even getting unsubscribed. I'm getting a lot of people telling me that too. Which, whatever, it is what it is. It's YouTube. So if the algorithm is not gonna push things that I think are cool, either I have to do a whole separate channel and tell you guys to go see it there, which I have. I actually opened up a couple of different channels that are gonna be geared to just specific stuff, only because it's the only way it's gonna get some type of traction view-wise, right? But yeah, so, and that's what I would tell you if you're a creator. Just stick within the niche and try not to deviate so much, because once YouTube or that audience, and essentially it's the audience, right? Like if you guys don't see like the background at Black Point, they're like, oh, I don't want to see it, it's not funny. And on the contrary, it might be funny as hell. I think that walking tour that I did at the boat show the other day, and I basically tried a guy that was like swole as hell, and I challenged him to an arm wrestling match. I thought that was gold. I mean, just seeing his response was like, for me, I thought it was a funny moment. So yeah, hopefully everything good is going on with this engine, and I'll just put it right back. And I want to hit the water more. I want to start fishing more and doing a little bit more on the water. And like for instance, I was talking to Pedro the other day from the Pescatarian. He's actually killing it when it comes to stone crab. So if you haven't seen some of his stuff, you want to check it out. Abel's out there too. He's doing the whole lobster bit too. I can't rejoin. Card won't be accepted. Declined. But I was able to do a super chat with it today. What are you talking about, David? About members? He uses the wrong oil. I don't know. Two-stroke is two-stroke. Hopefully, I'll be turning soon. I'll have that sun to my back. It's good to hang out. You know, I used to come out a little bit more on lives, especially when I would smoke a cigar and stuff outside in the backyard. And we'll do a little bit more of that now that it's a lot has kind of like, I already took care of a lot of stuff, right? I got everything kind of dialed in already with the cruise, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Well, I'm still doing it, but I don't have to worry about all the things that I need to do.
I love you, gorgeous guys.
We're gonna do some pretty cool stuff too, so you guys know. I want to give you guys the Alfred Montaner experience, right? So I'm talking to some manufacturers and some boat dealers, and we're gonna try to get on a boat. Those that want to get on the boat, but we're gonna haul ass on one of the boats out there, and maybe it might be more than one boat, you know. So I'm talking to people actively, So what we'll do is we'll jump off the cruise. People that want to go visit Key West, you visit Key West. But there's going to be other events that we're going to be doing. And one of them is I want to put you guys on a badass boat and go 90 miles an hour. So you feel what I feel when I'm holding that gimbal. So yeah, there's a lot of waivers and stuff that have to happen and all that stuff, but I'm sure they'll be fine with it. So obviously that's subject to change, but I'm actively reaching out. So the timing will be in February, so the weather should be nice. The only challenge that I'm having, and a lot of people want to do it, the problem that we're having is a lot of the manufacturers are going to be at the show itself on the 16th. The way I wanted to set it up was finish the show the same day of the show finishing. We throw a party for the members that are going to go on the cruise, and then we go on the cruise. The problem is that not the same day, but the following day is when we arrive in Key West. So they have a short.
The previous update from October accounted for 90 cases. The CDC and McDonald's have both pointed to slivered onions as the likely source of that outbreak. One person has died, 34 people were hospitalized. Some of them developed serious kidney problems. Attorney Bill Marlowe is representing 24 families nationwide that got sick.
Nobody would wish this on their worst enemy. This is a serious outbreak.
And as of now, McDonald's is not commenting on the ongoing lawsuit, but tells NBC News, quote, "Young reports like this is devastating to us. We know that people and families have been significantly impacted, and the well-being of our customers is deeply important to us."
Right after the police officers are all around Paris today for a soccer match between France and Israel. Officials there are trying to avoid a repeat of last week's violence in Amsterdam involving locals and Israeli fans. The international match is expected to be met by widespread protests a week after the unrest in the Netherlands and amid heightened tensions in Europe over Israel's deadly assault on the Gaza Strip in Lebanon. Paris police confirmed to NBC News around 4,000 officers will be on duty, with some 2,500 deployed to ensure security around the stadium. Another 1,500 were posted elsewhere across the city. Homeowners want accountability following Tuesday's deadly explosion at a factory in Louisville, Kentucky. Logan Perone brings us the details.
Roofs ripped off of houses, and glass shattered on cars and storefronts as a more complete picture of the damage from Tuesday's explosion came together in Clifton.
I've actually been involved in other explosion cases. I've not seen one that was in a neighborhood like this that would cause this much damage.
Tad Thomas is representing some of the homeowners who had damage both in and outside of their homes. Engineers will be evaluating them to figure out the extent of what this blast did.
One of the things we're really concerned about is what is kind of microscopic or something that you really can't see unless you really pay close attention.
Councilman Andrew Owen addressed the damage during a press conference Wednesday.
This is the first time that those neighbors have been mad.
No, but this is by far the worst.
Owen said the factory is close to homes because it was grandfathered in under different zoning laws.
I do think sometime in the very near future, this gives us an opportunity to have that conversation. This is a global company that we want to stay in Louisville.
However, this third incident at the site has homeowners making sure their concerns are heard.
They're scared and angry. And so they were saying, I'll just be honest with you, the neighbors want the company gone.
Thomas says the focus now is getting evidence preserved so they can determine who is liable for any damage.
There is no such thing as just an accident when you have an explosion like this. This is negligence. There's no other way to get around it.
Now, your NBC Connecticut Storm Tracker forecast with Chief Meteorologist Ryan Hammerhand.
All right. You know it's cold. You know it's going to get a little bit chillier.
Suck it up.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it.
I mean, it can snow this time of year. We can get a big snowstorm.
Why are you wishing that into existence right now? I know that's what what you want.
I mean, droughts are about as boring as it gets in the middle
I know,
It's
it
like the absence of weather.
Yes.
It's been going on for months now. We do need the rain. I don't really see much, just another chilly night. But we do warm up a little bit over the weekend here. So some better weather ahead. Temperatures will be climbing for the next couple days. So tomorrow we're up near 60. Then I think as we head into the weekend, we will climb into the 60s. It's going to be a whole lot nicer if you like the warmer weather next Saturday and Sunday. Let's take a look at what's going on in the tropics because we do have a new tropical storm. Hurricane season is winding down, but it's not done yet. So got some good and some bad news with Tropical Storm Sarah. The good news is it looks like this storm is not going to make it into the Gulf of Mexico and cause much of an issue for the United States. So I think we're looking good for Florida. The bad news is the reason that's happening is because it looks like Sarah is going to stall over the mountains here right on the coast of Honduras and then move into Belize and then out into portions of Mexico and sort of fall apart because it's going to be over land for quite some time. So it's no longer expected to become a hurricane, but the issue is going to be some incredible rainfall over portions of Honduras. We're looking at 1, 2, maybe even 3 feet of rain, and that is going to cause some very significant flash flooding, and the potential is there for some mudslides as well. So Honduras is going to get hit very, very hard. Then once the storm heads up toward Belize and Mexico, it's going to accelerate off to the west. So that flood threat is most significant in the country of Honduras. Now, as we take a look at our forecast, we could use a little bit of that rain, but we're not going to get it through Wednesday of next week. So this is the next 6 days, nothing across most of New England. I do think by Thursday and Friday of next week, our computer models continue to show a chance for some rain and maybe even a downpour. I think we're going to get some for the end of next week, but even that is not looking overly impressive. So some rain, but not enough to get us out of this drought. Here's a look outside in New Haven right now. Temperatures cool in the 40s. We do have some clouds that have moved in as expected, but these clouds will stay with us for the next several hours, and we get a push of some drier air from the north. And the clouds will actually dissipate as we go through the day tomorrow. So some clouds this evening, then after midnight and by daybreak, the clouds begin to move away. The sun comes out, and it turns out to be a beautiful Friday across Connecticut. 60 for the high. We're into the mid-60s by Sunday. The forecast for tonight goes like this. Clearing and chilly. 20s to around 30, 23 in Storrs, 29 in Waterbury, 28 in Milford. Tomorrow's a beautiful day. Sunny, milder temperatures up around 60, 60s for the next couple days.
How did my
not be nearly as
watch
either.
face go
And then by the time
pink?
we get into next week, we will see some rain, some scattered showers for Thursday and Friday in the Shoreline 10-day forecast. Beautiful weather through this weekend. Although the fire danger will be high Friday and especially Saturday as the wind picks up out of the north. We'll have more coming up at 4:30. Amber and Kevin, back over to you.
Brian, thank you. Today, host Hoda Kotb announced this morning that her last show will be on Friday, January 10th.
And we now know who will replace the veteran journalist on the anchor desk. So we have a lot to celebrate because though you are irreplaceable in our hearts, we are so excited about the news in our Today family. And that is the person sitting right next to me, our dear friend and talented, wonderful, hardworking, most worthy of this. Craig Melvin is the new anchor of the Today Show. Love me some Craig Melvin. Next to Keith Morrison on Dateline, literally the best. So happy
Good for him.
him.
That's a big deal.
Yes, it is a very big deal. And he's currently co-host of the third hour of Today, if you didn't know. And he'll now join Savannah. Hoda announced she was leaving the show in September.
Never met Craig, but he seems like a terrific
Yes.
fellow. We've interviewed him before.
We have.
Sort of talkbacks with him, as we like to call it, the trade. I still have here for whooping cough cases are on the rise. What you need to know to protect your family.
And the staggering cost of living and what more and more people are doing to pay their bills.
I'm Robbie Williams. I'm one of the biggest pop stars in the world. The other guy was bigger, leaner, and posed better, but does that necessarily mean that the guy should win? Coach, right, in today's video, Jeff Seed wins the Olympia. And you may be thinking, how is that possible? Well, here's the thing. There's actually a natural Olympia. It's for people who are 100% natural and who are not quite lifetime drug-free, but drug-free for approximately 7 to 10 years. And many of you out there, you realize that Jeff is not a black natural athlete.
I can't do it
there's
then.
no way that he was actually natural.
7 to 10 years?
Regular Olympia. If you compare his physique right now to that of himself almost 10 years ago, you can see he's clearly regressed. He's clearly got a lot less muscle, and last I checked, when you train harder than last time for years, your body gets bigger, not smaller. He doesn't have to be lifetime natural, and I do in fact believe that he's natural right now. And so if Jeff were blasting, doing hella gear, I do believe they would probably have about 20 pounds more muscle than he does right now. I was written this from a number of people saying you need to do a video on this. Jeff Seed, he won the Natural Olympia, but he didn't deserve it. The guy in second place was far, far better. And I'm thinking, yeah, well, let's see. Lo and behold, they were separated by only 1 point. But it means that 3 of the judges had Jeff in first place, while 2 had him in second. And so clearly, it was very close.
It's so close. It's a 1 point difference.
But remember, this is a subjective sport. Just because somebody is better conditioned, has more muscle, a fuller chest, and poses better, well, yeah, that seems that the guy should win. But remember, Jeff Seed has almost 5 million followers. And so a lot of people, they're going to be upset. The guy with more followers, he won versus the other guy. But why do you think he has all those followers? Does he not have the Greek god aesthetic physique? Is he not the king of aesthetics? And so, yeah, the other guy was bigger, leaner, and posed better, but does that necessarily mean that the guy should win? I mean, you're thinking this is an oxymoron. But consider this. CBum is now competing in open. And when I polled the audience, almost 40% of people think that CBum is going to beat Martin Fitzwater, who placed 4th at the open class Mr. Olympia. Now, CBum is not even close to as good as Martin when you consider its bodybuilding. But people still want CBum to win. And so Martin Fitzwater is going to be bigger, he's going to have wider shoulders, he's going to have more muscle, perhaps he's not going to be leaner, but in terms of bodybuilding, CBum is not as good as Martin Fitzwater. But does that necessarily mean that he shouldn't win? Many people are saying, why can't we just reward the best? Whoever is the best bodybuilder, should they have to be the biggest? Is it always necessary that the more muscle the guy has, the better they're going to be, and therefore they should be the winner? Many argue yes, many argue no. And considering that if CBum actually beats Martin Fitzwater, which almost 40% of people believe that he's going to, he's not going to, but people believe he might, and it's possible. I mean, if the bodybuilding politics of the world wants CBum to win the competition so that he qualifies for the open class Olympia,
Aww.
he will automatically be a
Baby
favorite for
cake.
next year's open class Mr. Olympia.
He's so
Think of it. If he
sweet.
beats the 4th best bodybuilder in the world, how would he not be a favorite to win next year's Olympia? One could argue that what is wrong with just picking the best based on how you feel? And so these judges, 3 out of 5, felt that Jeff Seed was a better men's physique competitor that represents who should win in comparison to guy who got second place. And seeing as bodybuilding is a subjective sport, and seeing as what happened in the regular Olympia throughout the years, have you all seen the comparison of the athletes who won at the first Mr. Olympia? Look at these competitors. Do you
I'll be
all
back
not
later.
remember Mark Anthony winning the first ever men's physique Olympia, and a guy like Sadiq Hatzovic being in that competition, what, 30 pounds smaller than he is right now? And so what happened to the sport? The guys that we wanted to win, the best in the world at the time, well, they weren't big enough. And so year after year after year, they keep rewarding bigger competitors. And sooner or later, they're all blasting Trent. And so we really want to just reward the bigger.
Thanks for hanging out.
Why
Love,
can't we
love.
have a men's
I'll be
muscle
on later.
for
I gotta upload this video.
a guy with a beach body, guy that all men could